and I've noticed like slowly but surely you've kind of moved more towards guitars.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it was Real Drug and Far Away From You. Like you started introducing guitars, and like
Yeah.
I wanted to know kind of like your thought process as far as like musical influences. Was it something? Have you always been drawn to like indie rock, or was it kind of like the way pop rap is kind of moving towards
For
guitars? Like,
sure.
what's your thought process for that?
So it's a whole thing, bro. To be honest, like, so before like I started like rap, obviously, right? I started hip hop. I love hip hop. Like that's like my first love in a way. And I guess like, cause I've been doing this music thing for since I was like in elementary, and I kind of tell people like when I truly like received freedom, like in Christ, like God revealed a lot of things to me, like when I was little, and one of those things was my music taste. Like I thought I always had to be a rapper or like rap and stuff, you know. And God revealed to me like when I was younger that I loved to like sing. I love like Bruno Mars. I love like Justin Bieber. I love pop. When
Yeah.
I was younger though, I didn't know that, but I thought I had to be in rap. So I thought I had to do this hard stuff. Like I don't know if you're familiar with Check West and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like Travis. Like I thought I had to do all that stuff, but God revealed like, bro, you like this a long time ago. You like the passion. You like the emotion in pop music and in indie music. And yeah, it wasn't to this year God like introduced me to like all of that. And I've always been into like Dominic Fike, like Claro, The Neighborhood. Like I've always been into those people, but it's just like one thing happened. Like I was in the studio and I was just like, man, like let's just go on YouTube and let's look up like this type beat, you know. And I think it was Frank Ocean. I was like Frank Ocean type beat, whatever, right? And it had strings in it, and I was like, man, I'm just so drawn to it, like the emotion that strings can bring. And I was like, cause I'm a very emotional person, so I'm just like I'm drawn by emotion. And I know like in some cases it's wrong to do that, but this I was like, man, I'm gonna do what I'm feeling. So I just started singing, but I can't sing obviously. So I'm like, bro, turn that tune on, right? And it just started crazy, bro. And I was just drawn to that, bro. And it's like I think what drew me to it is like the emotion and what it can bring, bro. And yeah, I love guitars and I wish I could play it. I'm taking lessons right now, um, but yeah, I think
I mean, I think as artists, because I mean, I make music too, and
Yeah.
I understand like it's weird because we kind of toe this line between like the emotional and then the thought out. Because in a way, like especially now, being an indie artist is like, or being like your own artist, you're a label manager. You have to set up your own shows. You have to book, like, do all this like logical stuff. Like those are all things like, oh, what's the next best step for me as
for
an
sure.
artist, whatever, whatever. But also like it's really important not to lose that emotional, you know what I mean? Like the emotional nature of a song.
Yeah.
And that's something that I felt with you, especially when I saw you live
Yeah.
at Tamiya.
Yeah.
Like I could tell there was a certain point where like the energy like boom.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
there's a moment in your set where like you threw off the glasses, I think,
Oh yeah.
or you threw off some
Yeah.
part of your outfit, and like I felt like you were like, this is the part of the show where I'm gonna prove that like I have the most energy of anybody that's gonna be on the stage.
Yeah.
Tell me like about that thought process, because was that like a logical thing? Were you thinking like, oh, when I make this show, at this point, like this is when I start making the Jesus name fight me type beats versus the guitar driven beats?
I don't know, man. I think it was crazy. So how my set goes. So obviously I want to like know. I want to be known for like my pop stuff. My pop like I call it alternative hip hop. I want to be known for my alternative hip hop. So my thought process was like I'm gonna start off with my singy stuff and then go crazy with the rap set and like end the night off like that. End the night off with the boom. And so yeah, I think like the energy like switched when the rap came on. But it's like even in my freaking like indie stuff, like I think it was one of my unreleased songs called Finally Free, where I had to ask people to put their lights in the air and just like
Oh yeah,
like so that part, bro, like that was very emotional for me, like
yeah.
in a way, in a different type of emotion.
Different emotional.
Yeah, and it just made me like like, and when I saw the videos replayed back, bro, I'm like, bro,
That was your favorite part
like
of the
let's
show?
go, bro. Yeah, like that was the part, not the part where I'm jumping in the crowd and stuff, and not going crazy. That was my favorite part, bro, because like there's power in what I'm saying, and like even like what I like to do in my music, I like to incorporate truth, obviously, and without people even knowing it. So when they say it, they don't even know it's truth, but it's like there's power in that. So like the Jesus name fight me. It's like
Yeah.
I'm not saying Jesus fight me. I'm saying in Jesus name fight
Yeah,
me.
in
So
Jesus'
like
name, fight
you
me.
know, it's like and like when people say finally free, it's the lyrics is I'm finally free. And it's like when people say that, they're gonna be like, what am I saying? And they're gonna go back to like, oh, I'm finally free.
Yeah.
Oh, why am I finally free? He said something about Jesus, and that's gonna lead him to like Christ. You know, it's like it's like in those weird ways. That's what like kind of drives my emotion. Like, and but yeah, bro, it was crazy, and I knew that show was like a big thing because I've done shows, bro. I've done like a festival this past year, and I think that show was like, man, that's my hometown. I'm not really big in my hometown. That's kind of crazy. I'm big like somewhere else, but
In Houston?
yeah, I'm big in Houston, Atlanta, um, around there, and but I was like, man, like I want to go crazy for my hometown, and I was really nervous, like for I don't know why for my hometown, but I was like, man, I need to make a statement here and just go crazy.
What do you think about the music scene in the Valley? Because obviously, I think it's a lot different than those other scenes. Like I've had people give me different takes. Like some people say, "Oh, well, in bigger cities, they don't really care about the artist. They're just like because there's always something going on there."
For sure.
But I think there's another side to that too, where I think like the bigger cities, like sometimes do resonate with other types of music that the Valley just sometimes isn't ready, isn't ready for. And
Yeah.
that sounds weird, but I'm not saying like there's something
That's
wrong.
super true, yeah.
But it's something that's like, well, it just resonates with them as people. What do you think about that? I think
Bro,
that's,
I love the music scene down here. Like I love it so much, bro. Like few artists off top, like Isaiah, of course, Joseph, my brother,
oh yeah, your brother.
myself, like
Hi, Marcus.
Hi Marcus, bro. That guy's
guy's insane.
crazy, bro. But yeah, bro, I love the Valley and I love the music that's here, bro. And I'm super like super glad to be from the Valley, bro. Like, cause there's a lot of talent here, and it's like again, like how you said, like the Valley's not ready for it. That's what I love about it, bro. Because like that's what makes it so much special, and that's what makes him that fourth year anniversary super special, bro. Because like a lot of people don't know what's up, bro. Like Joseph Stingley is like insane.
Yeah.
He's super insane, bro. Like Isaiah's insane. Marcus is insane, bro. Like it's like only a matter of time before they blow up and people are gonna be like, damn, that was from my hometown. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy and um, like there's something special down here, and I kind of like I hate and love that people overlook it because it's like, bro, like it's time to wake them up, like it's like for real, bro,
Yeah.
and it's like. It's crazy, and I'm super happy to be in that conversation, bro. Like there was a moment where we were all like talking, all the artists. And I'm like, man, I'm super blessed to be in this conversation.
Yeah.
And be talked about, and cause bro, like part of my testimony is like I don't know how to do anything, like that ass, like I don't know how to like, I'm not musically inclined like all these other artists, but it's like if God can use me and put me on the platform that I have. Like it's like he can use anybody. Like I'm like kind of like the fisherman type thing, you know. Like bro, I don't know anything. Like I stress. Like that's part of my my ministry and my story is like I don't know anything, but God is using me, you know. And he is like I say something like I'm called, bro. Like you know, like and I'm not the most talented, but I'm called, you know.
That's what they say about the disciples. It's like 12 ignorant fishermen or something like
Yeah,
that,
bro.
and like a tax collector and all these people.
There's this rap group called December. My DJ was in it. Like a bunch of rappers, bro. Like it's crazy and like.
Oh, that was the praise. Was that thing that was done in what was that thing that was done in 24 hours or something like that? Was that what you're talking about?
Oh,
The December thing?
Nah. So no. That I'm talking about another thing. December was a rap group. Like few years back. Like my DJ was in it. Another DJ. His name is 5K. It was like these group of rappers. Oh, it was actually Joseph Stingley, producer Jolito. I know, you know Jolito?
I think so.
Yeah. He produced for Isaiah. 5K. His name is Diego, and then AB, my DJ. So it was like a rap group. Like that was another group, but yeah. That praise thing. Just to jump off that. So that was one. That was a bunch of my artist friends. It was his birthday, and he's one of like the biggest artists in our space. Like we call it CHH, Christian hip hop, and we have a group chat. And he was like, "Hey man, like I'm dropping this song for my birthday," and it's like a big thing when he drops. Like it's a big thing. Like he hasn't dropped in 2 years, and people are like itching for his album. His name is What Up RG, and he texted in the group chat like, "Hey man, I'm trying to drop this song tomorrow. Like, I got an open verse. Like whoever got it, whoever got it. Like, you know, so we all sent in our verses like in that group chat. Like it was my brother, me, this other rapper called Not Clyde, Caleb Mitchell, just a bunch of rappers, right? And we submitted it, and only a few got picked up. I didn't get picked up, but my brother did, and some other artists did, and it was like created in 24 hours just to drop in that night for his birthday. So it was a moment and stuff. But yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was super crazy. Like he was like, "Hey, like I was on my way to go hang out like with Miggy actually, and then he texts like, "Hey, like whoever wants to get on it, get on." I'm like, bro, I gotta go back home.
What's it called? I was gonna ask because there's a couple of things that I've noticed. I've interviewed a couple people, and something that kind of ties them together is like they're all, even some people that are not really in the ministry anymore. Like
For
they
sure.
kind of have their roots in like church,
Mhm.
or like because I know there's a big, especially in the valley, there's a lot of Pentecostals, which
For
kind of
sure.
comes from like South America.
I
Like
grew up in a Pentecostal
you
church.
go to a Pentecostal church, and like you know, I didn't. I dated a girl in a Pentecostal church, and then that's when I realized like this stuff is legit. Like
Yep.
especially like at the one I went to, there was just crazy saxophone going on, and like
Mhm.
I really like I really dig that side of it. So I was asking like, what do you think about like these artists, like yourself included, and other artists like 350, and other artists I've interviewed,
Mhm.
like their connection to church? Because I know we talked about like the emotional nature of singing a song, and then like you have that moment with where people are singing truth.
Yeah.
What do you think like your music is influenced by worship music in any way? In that way, like the performative way that
For sure.
it's done. Would you say that?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, bro. Like something I say is like my music is like is worship, bro. Like, you know, in a way, and it's like it doesn't have to be like super like Maverick City, it doesn't have to be super this, like it's my own worship. And it's like so one of my friends, Brianna, she reminded me that other people's worship to Jesus is gonna look different, you know, and mine is different to my brothers, and my brothers is different to Maverick City, you know. And like it's crazy, bro. And it's like a thing of like us and God. Like it's intimate, and it's like it's freaking it's like one on one. You know, it's me and Jesus. You know, and that's the beautiful thing about Jesus. Like everything is like specific, and it's like for everybody. You know, and like that's how great He is. And but yeah, like I would say it's worship. Excuse me. I would say it's worship in a way, because ultimately me and my brother we're ultimately pointing people to Christ, you know, in a way, and with our lives. And not be in every lyric like, oh, Jesus, 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 but it's like I'm talking about my life, I'm talking about my problems and how I deal with them, you know. Like one of the things, someone asked me like, what is my mission, and what is my how would you describe your work? And I was like, I don't know, like, you know. But I started to think about it, bro. Like my music is for people that feel too much, you know? And it's like, but I want to let those people know that it's okay to feel that, because that's not what you're defined by. You're defined by truth. And what's the truth, you know? Like I could feel like I could feel ugly, but He calls me like pretty and beautiful in His eyes, you know. I could feel dirty, but He calls me clean, you know. He calls me righteous, you know. And it's like that's my mission, that's my calling. And but yeah, I don't know, kind of rambled,
No,
but yeah.
it's good. I definitely agree. Like it's interesting how, especially like with Christian music, how
Mhm.
your one-on-one struggles with with God
Yeah.
can kind of be, you make that into a song, and then it's catchy, and then all these people are like experience, kind of, they get a taste of what it's like to like live in your shoes, like have that relationship necessarily.
For sure.
And especially if you have a good relationship, then like it's a really good worship song in that way.
Yeah.
um you go, I know like there are some churches that are kind of like against Christian rap. Like
For sure.
I know that's a thing, because
Yeah.
that's kind of, not that my church is against Christian rap, but I really don't think they'd ever like play a Christian rap
Yeah. Yeah.
song
Yeah.
and that. So how is that kind of dealing with that aspect of the church? Because I know I've run into that aspect of
Yeah,
the church
for
for
sure.
sure. So like, how is that for you in
I
your career?
think in our generation it's getting better, you know, cuz it's new, and it's like it's cool, and it's people are trying to understand, people are understanding more of it now. You know, because I know like when me and my brother first started, like it was bad. You know, it was bad. It was bad to listen to Lecrae. It was bad to listen to Andy Mineo. Like it was bad to listen to all these people. But it's like I think like in 2021, you know, like I think it's getting better, and I think it's people are being open to it. You know, but I don't know why. I think it's just because rap is comes from a place of like where stereotypical like being from the hood or talking about money, talking about girls, talking about whatever, you know. And but but I think that's why Christian rappers are Christian rappers, you know, to change that, you know, and to bring light, you know, to talk about something else. You know, one of my mentors like he always encourages us like, bro, like he says like, bro, that's gonna get old. You know, like talking about money, talking about women, talking about this, that, money, you know, it's like that's gonna get old. They need something more. You know? And I was like, damn, like for real? Like he's like they don't even know what they need. You know, it's like they need this. They need this type of music, you know? Cause I think Christian rap is like again, like we're talking about worship music. It's a different type of music. It's a different type of worship. You know, like it can resonate with someone else, you know, like you're gonna like minister to the people that I can't minister, and I'm gonna minister to people that you can't minister to, you know. And it's like it's that thing, you know. And it's like I don't know why the church is like that. Maybe because of the stereotypical, you know, how it is. And
I mean, the thing, that bothers me about the whole thing is like, if you think about like Hillsong and Maverick City and some of these things, like they're very inspired by like U2 and like some of these rock bands.
for sure,
And like, you know, it's not like that comes from a good place either.
mm-hmm.
Which is why I'm like, I don't understand necessarily like the whole root
Of
view.
like rap music.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. It's kind of crazy. I don't know why, bro. Like people are just weird. The church is weird, bro. And like I have a weird relationship with the church, bro. But I know that I go to a good church now, you know, and everywhere, bro. There's gonna be a bunch of like corruption, I guess, you know, and church being one of them, you know, and it sucks and it's hard to say that, but it is, bro, and that's why that's why there's community, you know, that's why there's a Bible, you know, because uh, it sucks, bro, and it sucks that it has to be that way, but it is sometimes, you know, and like you said, like I don't know why it has to be like that towards rap specifically, but it is what it is, bro. But I think that's why, you know, like not to be all corny or whatever, but that's why I'm here. You know, that's why my brother's here. That's why a bunch of my friends like in Atlanta, like that's why they're doing what they're doing. CHH, you know, it's like a big market, bro. Like Christian hip hop, it's like a big market, and it's like it's saved people's lives, like in a way to think of that. It's kind of crazy, but it's like it has, bro, and it's like it's made a way for a bunch of kids to express themselves uh, in a cool way. You know, like people love rap music and they express themselves in mumbling. You know, but it was like you know, like
Atlanta.
yeah, it's crazy and it's cool, but yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's interesting to think. I was gonna ask a question about as far as like coffee goes, like about. It's interesting. I have this question for like why there's a lot of musicians that like rally around like coffee,
Oh yeah.
and like especially like the fact that Samia, like this coffee shop, threw this huge show. Like
Shout out to Mia.
shout out Samia. What do you think about like the connection between like musicians and coffee? Like, have you ever thought about like that
Yeah,
aspect of like?
that's kind of crazy. That now that you think of that, but bro, so that's what kind of started like our musical journey, cause again we've always been into music, and but it was not until we went to Samia that we got introduced to BB, and BB put us on our first big show, the Axis Mundi show. I don't know if he's talked to you about that, and
Yeah, I wanted to go. I didn't get to. I had like
oh,
work
you
or
didn't?
something.
That's what's up. But yeah, bro. So if it wasn't for Semia, like coffee shop, you know, it that wouldn't like none of us being put on would have even started, bro. In a way, that's kind of crazy to think. And I always tell BB, bro, like I owe so much to him. Like that's my brother. I love him. And but yeah, bro. Like if it wasn't for that, and like none of this would kind of like have started, you know. And because they have the studio in Semia, you know, like that's where we kind of started recording like professionally, and it was cool, bro. It was like very cool, bro. And I don't know. I think coffee shops and coffee in general just brings people together. You know, it brings people together, and one of them being musicians. You know, and also like I think
Religious people.
yeah, I was gonna say like coffee shop, bro, is like made for Christians. You know, like it's crazy, bro. Like also for studying and whatever, but no one cares about that. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, like, like Christianity, bro. Like it's a big market, you know, and it's crazy. Like what coffee can do, bro. Like with the piece, like that's why like when people come in like in the shop that I work at Jitters, bro, it's like we're not really here to serve coffee, you know, like we're here to bring the light and to be the light, you know, and it's like there's a bigger purpose and there's a bigger thing like than coffee, and people take it like people are like, bro, it's just a cup of coffee, but like nah, bro, like it brings people together, like it brings people to salvation, and it brings people to like to get better, you know, and it's like where people can come and talk, you know, and it's like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It's crazy. I've had like a lot of people, my friends, that are like, yeah, I was just sitting at a coffee shop and all of a sudden I met this guy, and this guy was telling me like, oh yeah, I go to this church, and then all of a sudden I started going to this guy's church,
No
and
way.
then like
Yeah.
so like stuff like that just happens all the time. I was gonna ask another question about let me see. As a religious person, do you feel like there is a point where your desire to explore into different creative exploits or like do different things creatively might be more limited than secular rappers, or do you not really feel that way? Like as far as like sonically, like experimenting with like you heard Danny Brown, like some Danny
Yeah.
Brown stuff, like some more experimental stuff. Do you feel like that might turn out your audience, or do you feel like a lot of Christian hip hop is kind of ready for like a more experimental?
Oh, for sure, bro. Like I said, bro, like we're in a new time, and it's a crazy time, and something new is being brought up like fast, bro. So yeah, definitely, bro. And it's kind of crazy. Like a lot of my album that's coming up in like February. It's very different. You know, it's very pop, but it's like very like house music, and it's crazy, like pot dancing. It's crazy, and I think people are itching for something different, bro, because again like it's gonna get old, bro. The same rap, the mumble, the same this that. It's like gonna get old, so people are itching for something different. So for sure, like we're always pushing to be different. And if it doesn't work out, like I mean, it doesn't work out. But it's like, let's just try new stuff, bro. Cause like it's just fun.
And that's part of being an artist, is just like exploring new types of venues and things like that. I was gonna ask you about like the new shops that have opened up. Like there's like I know Bandera opened, and like Tropicasa is kind of new, right? Like as far as
Tropicasa. Yeah.
like it,
I don't really know. Is Tropicasa a coffee shop?
no, it's not a coffee shop. I'm just saying like venue,
Oh, venue. My
like
bad.
music, like
Yeah.
music venues popping up. Like
Oh, Tropicasa is like really big. Like yeah, they're kind of coming up.
yeah, they're coming up.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like, what do you think about some of the new venues that are popping up? Like, have you been? I know I saw you at Tropicasa at the High Market show, so I guess that's not one. But like 707 and some of these new places, because I feel like they're kind of expanding a lot of like um, the musical scene, and like giving more opportunities to more people, and that might be more like rock stuff. But have you like caught any shows like at any of those places, like the newer places?
I mean, only the Tropicasa one, and that's mainly it, bro. Yeah, that's mainly it. But I mean, like I think the valley is like starting to grow, and I'm super glad for that. And I think we need more of it. I think we need more of it. So shout out Tropicasa, shout out 707. Like they're going crazy, and I think it's crazy. And again, it starts with coffee. I think that's like the main thing. Like coffee, bro. Like coffee can bring people together. It can throw a killer show. It's like just like Semilla. Like it's crazy. And I think we need more of it, bro. And I love it. And I think it's great, bro, because it brings a whole community together to just have fun. I think that's just a thing, and I think we need it, bro. Just for this past year, like I think we needed that Semilla show, and I think we need more shows, and I think we need more gatherings, not specifically shows, but just like, just gatherings and events, just to get people together, and I think that's just the whole thing, bro. Like community. I think people are itching for like real like community, and it's like, cause we again like we can't do this alone, So yeah, I
Yeah.
love it.
Do you think community is like a big part of like your vision for your music? Like
Oh, for
eventually, it's
sure.
like building kind of like because it seems like you and your brother. You saying like the CHH talk the Christian hip hop. You know, building different things in Atlanta. There's people that you're talking about in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like community is like a big goal. It's like your vision, like as a
Yeah,
musician.
bro. Yeah, so one thing I love is groups like Wu-Tang,
Brockhampton.
Brockhampton. Hell yeah, bro. Uh Indie Tribe, there's like in the CHH group, a bunch of groups, bro. Like I love the thought of groups because it's like, bro, like you get to experience it with someone else, bro. Like being on stage, like I think that's like so hard, and I think I can't do that right now. Like I'm not in a place to start a group right now. We have a collective called Solace Music. It's me, my brother, and my friend called Noe. His name his artist name is No Excuse, and I think it's so beautiful, bro, because we just get to do it together. Like when we're in the studio, all three of us, and it's just like it's fun. It's super fun.
When I see you on the stage with your brother, I think like, man, dude, I wish I could perform with my brother. Cause me and my brother do music.
Oh no way.
So like, well, we know it's more like band stuff. So like, he
Yeah.
plays like the bass and I play guitar or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's cool, like even seeing that with rap. So like, you're saying you're not that interested in starting one, but like, is that like a goal? Like you think you want?
Oh
to
yeah,
eventually?
for sure, bro. I think we're starting one. Like we have one, and like in the near future, like I'm kind of part of one. It just like hasn't like came up, and it's like kind of like on the low because we're like planning something big. And but I'm kind of part of one, and I love it, bro. I love to be a part of it, and I love to have someone to go to and just to turn up with, bro. Cause like it's fun, bro. It's like super fun. Like one thing I love, like in music videos, is where people just like turning up with a bunch of with a group of guys, bro. It's like crazy. It's like it's fun. It's like I don't know. It's just super fun, and it brings joy to me, bro. I love community. I love like kicking it. I love like like five dudes rolling deep to a coffee shop, bro. It's like, damn, he rolling deep, bro. Like for real. Like I don't like to like I like to be by myself, right? Like my alone time. Like I was just at Samia by myself, but like I love to like roll to Samia with like six dudes with me, bro, because it's just fun. Like and then we go and get food. It's just like I think that's the big thing, bro. And I can't live life by myself.
It's like that music video that you had with that's the one with the Jesus name Fight Me. What is
Oh,
the
that
name?
joint was fire. Peter Bands.
Peter Bands.
Bro, it was so fun, bro. And it's like there
It
was
looked fun.
yeah, there was a bunch of people like in front of the camera, like behind the camera, my bad.
Yeah.
And it was just cool seeing them turn up, bro. And then people were like sitting down, and then they were like, "Hey, for this shot, we want all you guys to come." And it was fun, bro. Like I got punched in the face, and it was fun, bro. But
You got actually punched in the face.
yeah.
Who
By
punched you?
by that big guy, his name is Mike Helvey. That's my brother. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. Yeah, it
You
was
didn't
fun.
get bruised. You didn't get
Nah,
hurt,
bro. But he's like actually a professional wrestler.
Oh,
like
shoot.
yeah. So like he's like, bro, would it be cool if I like slammed you? And I was like, bro. I was like, I don't. I was like, yeah. Then my brother's like, bro, no, like this, don't do that. I was like, I got you.
Don't get yourself hurt out
Yeah,
there.
bro. But like he's a professional, so he knows how to fake it. But
It was kind of like, because I always see these videos. I like watching those videos of Brockhampton where they're all like hanging out and talking.
yeah, the sugar video, I love that video. Like where they're just in a studio and they're just like messing around with the mirror and stuff. Like it's crazy.
Like there's like things of the internet, like the one that band that Steve Lacy's in, and
I love that one.
like I like that band a lot, and I feel like they all have their own vibe. It's kind of like the Gorillaz, or like if you ever seen like a music video for the Gorillaz, they're each doing their own little thing like in the
Yeah.
music video.
Yeah.
And like I love like the idea of groups, especially with rap. Like I really like Brockhampton, and even like the interviews they do of them, where like they're all just talking about random stuff. Like it's still fun.
Yeah,
Like
and they chime in like at
Yeah.
any times, and they're just stupid, bro. But, yeah, it's fun, bro. Like I wish like, and it's like one of my favorite artists from Brockhampton is Bareface.
oh
He's the one that has like the hair like in his eyes.
yeah.
Like he's one of the reasons why I like Brockhampton because like, and I wish he had his own music. But it's like it's kind of cool that he doesn't have his own music because he like wants to only do music with his friends in the group. That's kind of crazy, and it's like that's so cool, bro. Like he doesn't have to like, I don't like. I'm sure he does his own music, but it's like I don't have like no pressure to release it. It's like I want to just work with the people. It's like it's fire, bro.
Those are the like even in like 'cause I do more rock music. I like
Yeah.
rock music a little like well. I guess I like them both the same, but I just end up listening to rock more,
Mhm.
just because like that's what I make, so I end up like being like more interested or whatever.
Mhm.
But even in that, there's group members of the band. You're like, the guy in this band is so good. Like he needs to make his own stuff, and he's like, nah, it's fine.
Yeah. Like there's no pressure,
Like, there's
bro.
no pressure.
It's fun. It's like just to do it with your friends, bro. I think that's just a thing of it, bro. Like I take music too serious, bro. And like I'm dropping this song this month. It's like not serious at all. Like I've gone to that point where it's like, bro, I take it too serious. Like I'm just gonna have fun. So like one day, like I think it was like 2 weeks ago, like I was going to the studio to work on my we're mixing my project right now.
Okay.
And I was just hopped on my computer and I was looking through my files and I was looking through beats and we found this one crazy beat because again, like I'm doing like pop music and that's like kind of the sonically the sound for the project. And I picked on this beat, bro, and I was like, damn, bro, like, and I was kind of inspired by this rapper called Lil Yachty.
Oh,
And
Lil Yachty.
yeah, so I heard it, I'm like, damn, bro.
Is
So I
that
just
flutes or what?
nah, bro. So it's kind of crazy. It's super crazy. But it was like really hard and like Playboy Cardi. I love Playboy
Oh,
Cardi.
like Dial-It
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
the newer stuff, the red. What is it?
A whole lot of red. I think
Lot of
it was kind of that and the new Lil Yachty. It's like grungy. It's like it's kind of crazy.
Like the Willow kind of stuff's trying to be like with Travis Barker, where it has like rock
I feel
drums like that, or
I feel more like 808s. It's like
okay.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's coming out this month, but yeah.
This won't be out for a while, so you could. I mean, like.
Yeah, it's coming out.
So it'll probably be out.
Yeah, it'll probably be out. But yeah, like, and I just went. I'm just like, I started like just saying a word, bro. Like, and I just started, and I made that song in 30 minutes, and now it's like coming out. You know, it's like it was fun, and I didn't have no pressure to do anything. Like, I didn't have no pressure. And that day, like, we didn't even work on my project. We just worked on that song, and it was like, okay, bye. You know, it's like.
But you did it with your friends.
Yeah, I did it with my brother, and like that made it more fun too. It's like me and my brother were just like, yeah. And he was passing lines to me. He was playing video games while I was recording, bro. And then like in the song, I'm getting to the point where I really don't care, bro. It's like I want to have fun. He was washing the dishes, bro. He's like, shh, and I was just recording, bro. And you could hear him washing dishes in the background. And I was like, bro, leave that in there, bro. Like I don't care. Like, you know, it's like it's fun, bro. And I take it too seriously sometimes. And I know it's serious because again, it can change people's lives, and it has changed mine. But ultimately, like, it should be fun. You know, it should be fun. So yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I'm pretty. I mean, I would like to see. I can picture like a bunch of people going on stage, and then you being the leader of like a group of people, and then your brother just comes in. Because that was the crazy part of your show, was when your brother came came on.
He's going crazy.
And I was like, oh, I kind of knew it was gonna happen, but I was like, oh, dang.
And then my friends from Dallas, they were here. The tall guy, his name is Mikey, and he was on. I'm like, bro, get on stage with me. He didn't even have a song with me. I'm like, bro, just get on stage. Like, I want you to come on this song. Like, and it was fun, bro.
Because your friend, you know, it's like the community, like you said.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was, and then like even in the front row, bro, like everybody was like, bro, all the girls were like for you, but those are all my friends, bro. Those are all my friends. And I'm like, bro, they're not like. They're just my friends, you know.
They're just wooing because they're like, hey.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun, man.
The what's it called? The crazy thing, the sad thing about like the whole COVID thing, like even like one of my closest friends, his name's Seth, whatever. He's probably gonna see this too. He helps edit, but he hated like the shutdown, like from the jump. He was like, because this is gonna ruin church, like this is gonna divide the church is in like, I need to be safe and I need to do these things, versus all the people that are like, no, like the Bible says we're supposed to be meeting up together. Like you have to be obedient and like, you know, this because there's nothing like community. Like there is nothing like it. So I definitely feel that. But at the flip side of it, it's also like one of the most fun things. Like I did a show and I have like 6 dudes in like a band, and those are like the funnest times, like going to eat after a show.
Yeah,
like those
that's super fun.
It reminds you, like if you ever play sports, like, in high school. Like after sports games, like all your boys, like that you just played a game with. It's like,
and then even like, bro, like sleepovers, bro, for real, bro. Like
that sucks because I can't like once I turned 18, like a lot of my friends were like moved up to college, and I was like, that's something I miss. Like in high school, you could just be like, hey, bro, come on, let's play Xbox,
bro. So I didn't have that in high school because, bro, I was super scared to sleep over at someone else's house.
Yeah,
I didn't like, bro. It's kind of crazy. Like every time I sleep over, I just call my mom, come pick me up. I'm just a nervous person, and but now like I'm okay, right? And and all of my friends, they're like all older than me. I'm like, bro, just come sleep over. Like, let's just like go crazy. And they're like, no, bro, we have a job. I'm like, bro,
I have my own house. Why do I want to go sleep at your house?
I'm like, well, let me go to your house, bro. And they're like, nah. I was like, oh, bro. But yeah, bro, it's fun, bro. And I'm moving to Atlanta soon, and that's one thing I'm like kind of scared, bro. Like, I'm gonna lose like all my like. I'm not gonna lose them, but it's just gonna be. I'm gonna be far away, and I'm scared. Like, I'm gonna lose that community. But I know like God's opened doors, so I know God's gonna take care of me. But it's still scary, bro. Like, to be on your own, and I'm not gonna be on my own. I'm gonna be with my brother and my sister-in-law. But it's gonna be like a tough transition. But
I'm sure God will
yeah,
provide
for
it.
sure he will, bro. And I mean, he knows me, and he knows what I want, and so I know he's gonna take care of me, and it's gonna be a fun experience because like he opened the doors, he opened the doors to be out there and to go crazy.
So your boys are like Rage Miggy right now.
That's
I'm
my dog.
guessing. And then Sam.
Miggy, Sam, Kramer, my friend Matthew, he shoots like photography. My friend Angelo, one of my mentors, Herb. They're all older than me. Like,
They're all older?
Yeah, bro.
How old are you?
I'm 18. I just
Oh
turned 18.
my word, you're 18.
Yeah. They what's it called? When I was 16, I was a junior, and I just met like my friend Herb and Angelo and all them. So I would skip school just to go to the Jitters coffee shop and just hang out with them, and just because I wanted to be with them, bro. And like those guys and my brother, of course, like all those guys are what made me like today, like the man that I am. They taught me stuff. I saw their experiences, like specifically like with women or how to to handle this, like how to read the Bible, and it's like community, bro. And they like taught me, bro. But yeah, those are my dogs.
Yeah. And that's really cool. That's something I miss a lot because I'm 23.
Yeah.
So like I remember high school, and that's like the only cool part of high school to me was like the fact that like we would go on road trips. Like we had like a junior senior trip where we would go for days and stuff like that.
That's
You
hard.
guys had like a trip too, right? Like
Yeah,
for
so-
shoot a video, or what were you guys doing?
So I took a trip recently to go shoot a video, like just to do some work, but with my friends in Dallas, But my group down here, like my homeboys, we went to Alpine, Texas, to go climb a mountain. Yeah, it's stupid, bro. I'm like, bro, I don't climb mountains, but it's whatever. And we went with the intention of seeking Jesus, bro. Like that's something that we it's gonna be fun. It was really fun, bro. But my mentor was like, bro, like don't get it twisted. Like remember why we're here. The intention to seek Jesus and to be together in community. And it was great, bro. Like every night, like we had a devotional, and we just sat in a circle and we just talked. We cried, bro. Like it was really good. One day we went to go climb the mountain. It was kind of crazy. And then the next day we went into town, like this town called Marfa, like where they have like nothing, bro. Nobody's there, but there's a bunch of stores there. Like it's like kind of like high end like fashion, and it was like super crazy. But like I think of going out there, bro, and going together. Like we don't know anybody, but we know each other. So it's like it was really fun, bro.
It's like a clan. You have your own.
Hell yeah, bro. I love that. I love the thought of like, man, it's my clan, it's my dogs. Like, what's up? It's like,
Yeah. The Wu-Tang Clan
yeah,
ain't nothing.
Say it.
It's my students are watching. Just they're waiting for me to say something they can say in class.
Yeah.
Cause they saw the first episode and they were just like, "Sir, why'd you say this, sir? What are you trying to say?"
Has BB told you about what his kids say to him?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, bro. These kids are smart, bro.
Yeah, they're really smart. Especially like I have one class where they're like they're just like so smart. Like one of them, they project their ACT scores. Like they took a test to see what they'd get on their ACTs. Some of them are gonna get like high 30s, like close 36, like perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ugh. I'm there teaching them. I'm like, so anyways, today we're learning about Russia.
Yeah.
It's
like, damn, Russia. I don't even know about the U.S.
Yeah, well, you were skipping class. That's
I know,
what they were learning.
For real, bro.
That's what they were learning. Do you see yourself working alongside secular hip hop artists as the community grows, as the genre grows? Like as far as your community, like, and its inclusion of people, like, are you planning to bring in like secular artists into that, or is it kind of
sure.
just?
I mean, I would say I really do. I already do. like specifically like High Marcus is one of my good friends. Isaiah Flowers is one of my good friends. Joseph is a believer, so he's a good friend too. He's on the album too, so it's kind of cool. And um, but yeah, man, I think like again, like everybody says it, but God hanged out with tax collectors. God hanged out with the prostitutes and all that. You know, it's like not to say these guys are prostitutes or whatever, but like, and they're like not like they're bad or whatever. But they don't do Christian music. You know, it's like nothing bad. Like, but I love them as people, and they help me creatively, like with my mind. They help me to get on my bubble, and they test my limits. And yeah, bro, I think that's what we're called to do. You know, of course, like we're called to do that, and it's fun, bro. It's fun to again. It's fun to community. It's fun to see other sides of like on the spectrum, like how they think and what are they doing and
Because you never know somebody's story until, like, especially until you
yeah,
talk to them. Because, I mean, especially people that I know, like their history with like religion sometimes can be like, oh, well, that's like, that's nothing like mine. So like,
yeah,
sometimes you have to walk a mile in their shoes or whatever.
yeah.
So tell me about like the project. Like, what is like the scoop on that?
So my project's called Hear the Heavens, and I've been working on it for a year, and it's done, but it's kind of cool. So the concept, there's been so many like what to think and what it is, but it's my story. It's my story. It's the first body of work that I'm coming out as A3. Because I've had many body of works, but this is like now I have like a set fan base and it's like my first like this is me. So it's a story about me learning to be free. To be honest, hear the heavens. I explain it that it's God calling us, God calling me specifically. Everything like not everything's about me, but in this album, it's like my story, and it's about how my experience of truly accepting freedom. And it's all about my emotions. I talk a lot about my emotions, but I talk about all the things that I'm like struggle with, and then it's like the end. It's like I experience freedom. And the main thing is that I'm free from me. Because ultimately, bro, like when we come to Jesus, like truly and like authentically, like freedom, bro, like you're free from everything, and that includes yourself, bro. Because we are like I wouldn't say that we are the worst, bro, but we're like super like deceived, deceivable. I don't know if that's the right.
The heart is wicked. And,
Yeah,
yeah.
bro. Like we're like kind of crazy. Like our minds, our thoughts are like insane. And it's like God is letting me know it's like, bro, like once you got into me, like you're free from that even. Because it's like, yeah, you're free from sin, but it's like what else are you like? What is sin? It goes a bunch of like rabbit holes, but it's like one thing God's letting me know is like you're free from you, bro. Cause my mind, like one thing is I struggle with is my mind, bro. Like my emotions and my thoughts, and it's like my emotions can drive me to different places, bro, and it's like my feelings, they're very present, but they're very deceivable, my feelings, and like again, I could feel this way, but God says this, like I could feel super dirty, but God says you're clean, and it's like it's the battle of that. And hearing the heavens is like I explain it like God is talking to me, and like I'm running away from him. It's like a thing of me running away, and it's like I'm hearing it, and then I finally stop and turn away and just experience freedom, like freedom from everything in me. And it's cool, bro. It's like a pop record, I would say. Uh, it's hard. I love it. I've been sitting on a. It's gone through a bunch of changes, bro. Like I've had like four track lists like changed. So I've taken off a bunch of songs and I put a bunch of songs in. I've cut a bunch of tracks, and it's been a process, bro. Because I love things. I love things to be excellent. I love things to be like the way I see it, and I want it to be this way. So that's why it's kind of like taking a while, but I think we're wrapping it up right now, and I'm super excited, bro. Like I'm gonna, I think next year, God willing, go on tour. Not for that project specifically, but there's a few like opportunities that we might be able to go on tour, and I'm gonna throw like an album release party. I'm gonna do throw merch. We're gonna go stupid, bro. Just have fun, bro. It's just it's like it's not like the goal, but it's like a
Big step.
it's a step. Yeah, it's a step, and it's like it's not the end, but it's gonna be fun, and it's I'm gonna write it out, and it's like on to the next. You know, it's fun, bro, and it's just like I think people love body of work. You know, I love to hear albums. You know, like straight through, and I'm super excited to have mine, and like yeah, that's it.
Is it like a story? So you're saying you? I mean, you like? Is it kind of like a chronological story, or is it kind of just like more like there's a couple concepts emotionally, and then near the end, it's kind of like this freeing. I know you
Yeah.
talked about like near the end. Is it like a story, or is it
Yeah,
more
so
like
it's kind of a story of like so I explain it like it's just a bunch of my thoughts on in song form, you know. So the first song, it's me about it's me not feeling at peace, so I need your peace, you know. I'm just talking, it's me and God, like it's a constant thing of like me talking to God, God talking to me, you know. It's just my story like that in that way, and him letting me know this, and then I turn away, and then it's like he's letting me know this, and then I turn away. It's just a bunch of things like that. So like
and that's real. That's like some real
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, and like this album was really drawn just by emotion, you know. So I would go in the studio, and it's like, what do I feel today? You know, like I feel like upbeat, you know, or I feel like mellow, or do I feel like this? And it's just like I'm gonna, you know, write down truths, but in a different type of like musical form. Like, you know, it's just very different.
Like poetic, like you have to remake it fresh, like
Yeah,
make
yeah,
like
yeah.
the same things people say, like 'cause that's kind of like something that because I'm an English major, so I
Mhm.
did poetry, like a lot of poetry, and a big thing is like saying things fresh. So you're saying like how are you feeling? It's like, but let me just make that in a more like poetic way is
Yeah,
what you'd
yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah. And yeah, it was just fun, bro. It was fun to make it, and it was cause, bro, like I just really be just like say what I'm feeling. Like I really just be saying what I'm feeling, and it's like, and it's kind of crazy, cause I'm like, God, like I'm going nowhere with these songs. But then I put 'em on a whiteboard, and then I hear them out, and God's like, what do you mean? I gave this to you, you know? And like I try to like change it in a way, but God's like, no, remember what I gave you, you know? Cause I was hearing it recently, and it's like I'm free now, you know? Like it's crazy, cause I truly went through a thing of process of being free, so I'm truly free now. And I hear it, I'm like, damn, like I just kept saying the same thing. Like I kept saying like I need saving from this. I need to be safe from my mind. I need to be safe from lust and that. And I'm like, bro, like I need to change it. But God's like, bro, like you were in that, you know? And people think it's gonna be like that. But it's like no, they have to go through it time and time again, you know, and my brother reminded me, he's like, bro, remember what God gave you in that time. You know, and remember why you cut these songs and you kept these songs and why you're putting these songs this song with on top of this one. It's like it's weird, bro, but it's all oriented by God, and I know that yeah, like he's the one that kind of like made it, you know, like he's cause bro, like I get so excited to make songs, you know. It's like cause I don't know, it's fun to make songs, and so every time I finish songs, bro, I'm like, thank you, Jesus, you know, cause like I couldn't have made that by myself, you know. So it's like it's kind of a thing like he's singing and he's writing the lyrics, you know, and when I kind of like, oh no, I want to change it, he's like, nah, bro,
He's like, I wrote it.
yeah,
Why are you
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
change what I wrote?
yeah, yeah, some like that process, but yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Sometimes so I like had to they want me to do some worship stuff or whatever. They wanted me to like write something,
Mhm.
and I was like, I just like don't feel like I can write it because it's like, what do I don't have anything to say. Like
Yeah.
it would have to be something. I told them I was like, I need like God to speak through me to say something
Yeah.
on like that. So it's interesting that that's how your album process works. So that's like actually really cool.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of Christian rap recently, like as far as um like Andy Mineo and like Lecrae. What would you say is like your classic? Like, what's the best album, the best Christian rap album you've ever heard? I want to know.
We always have this not argument but discussion, bro. Like there's a few good ones, man. I recommend Trip Lee's this artist named Trip Lee. Uh, what is it called, bro? Let me find it real
You
quick.
can find it.
Yeah.
I know NF is that another guy that
Yeah,
does.
I don't know what's up with that guy, bro. He's kind of going crazy right now. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really listen to hear Rise, bro. Tripley's Rise.
Rise.
Yeah, bro. Start to finish is amazing. Uh, Lecrae one, a good Lecrae album is All Things Work Together. That was a good album. Church Close 2 is a great album.
Which one's the one with Welcome to America on it? 'Cause that's probably my favorite.
Oh,
song.
Anomaly.
Anomaly?
Yeah, that album's super good too. Andy Mineo's Neverland.
Is that the one where he says "Brrr, like I'm Chewbacca"? Is it that one?
Yeah, bro. At that time, bro, that
Yeah,
joint was hard,
no, yeah.
bro.
I was in high school and then everybody was bumping that.
Yeah, bro.
Especially at because I don't know if you know
The pastor.
he's youth pastor.
Yes.
His kids went to my school.
Okay.
And so like they they brought that into my school and
Oh,
like,
no way.
everybody was playing that song and I was like at the time I was very like I was like a little brat so
Yeah.
I was like I don't want to hear
Yeah.
I don't want to
On
hear
the low though, you were hearing it.
Oh yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I knew that line, obviously.
Yeah.
Cause that went hard. That was like one of the first times I ever heard like Christian music actually sound something that generated my interest, and so that's why I think like it is important, kind of what you and like 350 do. Like when I first heard your guys' stuff, cause I don't know if you remember this, but we met at Samia, and like you grabbed my phone, and you were like, oh yeah, download all these songs, and you put all your music in my phone. You remember that?
No, I don't.
You don't remember that? Okay, this is the first time I met you.
Yeah.
You were with your sister.
Okay.
It was you, your sister, and your brother was somewhere else talking with David. And I had become friends with David like maybe 6 months before this.
Wow.
And then I was like, hey, well, man, what do you recommend to listen to? And you grabbed my phone. You're like, I'll put it in. And you put in like 5 albums of like
that's
of
cool.
stuff of your stuff. You put all of 350 stuff in, and I listened to all of it, and I was like, dang, these guys are going somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's why like whenever I see you like doing shows, I'm like, hey, I kind of saw that coming. Right? I could see that.
That's so crazy, bro.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
We were talking about J. Cole, I think too, because I think your
Cole.
your sister is like really liked J. Cole.
Yeah.
And she was saying like, he's the best. He's the greatest rapper of all time. Because I asked, who's the greatest rapper of all time?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh yeah, J. Cole's the greatest. And
That's cool.
And I was just there listening because you were like, no. You're like, no.
I don't know. I wonder who I said was greatest rapper.
I think you said Kendrick. I don't know if you
He's
said
one of them, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, for sure he is, because that guy's insane. Like,
Yeah.
because I'm an English major. I said it already, but like poetically, like when I look at his lyrics, like I'm sure if you put it on a whiteboard like you did yours, like you're just like,
yeah,
it's like MF Doom. Like, have you heard of MF?
Oh yeah,
Doom?
for sure.
Like, legendary status. Just like looking at his rhymes are just like insane. So much rhyme.
Or like what's it called? Andre 3000.
Oh, Andre 3000
is insane, bro. Like his.
I listened to all of Outkast because like I had never listened to everything just front to back, and there was a couple of days where I just listened to everything front to back. As far as like Atlanta, like the feeling of Atlanta, I think that made me understand like, because Travis Scott kind of like is very. He feels very influenced by Outkast in
for sure,
in some ways, and like hearing that, you know what I mean. And do you think are those some of your favorite like sounds, like sonically, like is that kind of where you feel like, at least at the beginning, because I felt like at the beginning your stuff, what I heard was a little bit more Atlanta. It feels more Atlanta.
Okay. I don't know, bro. So at first, bro, like I just wanted to rap, bro. So like I was just like,
it was naturally.
Yeah. So. But as far as I know sonically, I want, because I always like to be cohesive with my sounds.
Yeah.
So like I want them to kind of sound the same but different. So like again, if you go to hear Sheck West's stuff, like it's very like wild, and I wanted to do that, bro. Like just wild. Like one of my songs is like called Shoot the Coop. Like I wanted to do like something wild like that. That was my sound for a while, but that was kind of like the only good one that came out of it. You know,
that was my favorite. That's my favorite song.
Yeah, that's cool.
I really like that song.
That was like only one of the good ones that came out of that sound, and like
I wouldn't say that, but I really liked what was the one Far Away From You? That was a little bit more softer, but it kind of, there was some like
So what I imagine, bro, is because I see color, bro. Like when I hear music, I see colors. So the colors that I like right now is like purple. Like these, bro. Like
I love those colors.
Yeah, bro. So it's very colorful, very very bright. And also a hint of like black in there. Like, so it's a bunch of colorful, but it's black, so it's kind of like,
Contrast.
yeah, bro. And it's like pretty but dark, and it's like, so like when you hear like my project, it's like very pretty, bro, but it's dark. Like when you feel like you're in a club, you know, when you're in a club and there's just a bunch of lights. So kind of like that, I'll kind of experience it. It's dark, but there's a bunch of lights going crazy, you know. And it's like that's what I kind of like my sound sonically.
It's like those Mexican things
Oh,
where they
no,
spin
no, no.
with a little ball. Is it just the way you're
Yeah,
like
yeah,
with the lights how they're going
yeah,
crazy?
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
pictured that, but I
So
know that's not what you mean. I know
Mexican, yeah, yeah, that'd be cool.
the little fake little balls.
Yeah, those are hard. Or like a disco ball, bro.
Yeah.
Like that just crazy, bro. Like,
You know what it reminded me of when you said like purple with like
Mm.
black. It reminded me of like Atrocity Exhibition, the album cover, like the album cover of the purple, like the
bro,
black.
that's hard. That so like I think you can kind of see like where I went with that
Yeah,
like, cover. you
yeah,
know?
that one.
So like
Especially earlier, it's a lot darker. The album covers, I feel like.
yeah, like even this, bro. Like I love that. Like it's so crazy.
And it's like manipulating light. Like it's
Mhm.
really cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just like colors, and it just happens to be like I think about it. I'm like, man, it happens to be that I'm a Christian, bro, and it's like I love it, bro, that I get to bring like I'm not saying I'm super different, bro, but I try to be something different. Like I bring that to like Christian hip hop, and it's crazy, bro. It's crazy like to see what God's doing through me, you know. And it sounds very like very weird to say, but it's really true, bro. Like God's doing kind of crazy, and like it still trips me out that people listen to my music, you know. Like
I saw your Spotify numbers, and I was like, dang, I didn't
Yeah,
even.
that
I mean,
tripped
I
me
knew
out.
you were probably doing pretty well, but I
Yeah.
didn't know how well you were
yeah,
doing.
that trips me out, man. Like that trips me out. Like I don't know why, but
Was it like 300,000? It was like 300,000.
it went to I think 30,000. I'm not 300 yet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so I think the most it went to like 30,000, but I think consistently now it's like 16,000.
So that's
So-
it's
yeah,
growing.
so like when you drop a song, it kind of goes up, you know, and then it kind of goes down to see like who's really staying with you, and then it kind of stopped at 16,000. And I'm like, bro, even if 1,000 stay with me, that's crazy, you know.
Yeah.
But like I have 16,000 consistently monthly listeners. It's like wow.
Especially if you think like we think of 1,000 and we're like, oh, it's not that many. But like when you see 1,000 people in a room,
Yeah,
it's insane.
I mean, even 100 people.
100 people looks insane.
Yeah, like you know, it's like crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and then 60,000. Like, some people have like 100. You know, like Justin Bieber's numbers is wild.
Like a
But-
million.
Yeah, bro, it's like wild. But you know, like 16,000 is, you know, it's like people always strive for more, and like I'm striving a lot this next year. Like I want to get like to like maybe like 80,000 or you know like, but like if this is all that I get, bro, praise God, bro. 'cause-
I mean, you're 18 years old.
yeah, like yeah, that also
You got a lot of yeah.
yeah, that also like keeps me like hope or whatever. But it's like, bro, like if this is all that I get, bro, like thank God, bro, because I already have everything that I need. You know, it's like, cause man, I've done shows and like people are booking me. It's like, bro, this is what I get, bro. Like praise God, cause a lot like and it's like it's. I'm not saying this in a bad way, but a lot of people wish to be in where I'm at. You know,
Yeah.
and it's not to say like, oh, like I'm like better than you. It's like I'm really not better than you, but it's like God just has me here, you know, and people wish to be here, and it just it kind of put into perspective, like man, like
Wow.
you have it good, you know.
It's good to stay content. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know, I know there's a lot of artists, especially if you ask them and they're like, oh well, you know, the next thing is like this is the next step, but sometimes you have to enjoy like the fact that 16,000 people are listening to your stuff,
Yep.
because that's insane.
Yeah,
Like if you
it
think
is
about
insane.
it, someone sitting down laying, because this is how way I listen to music, like especially growing up.
Yeah.
I was there laying down on my bed, like listening, just looking for new music and stuff,
Mhm.
and to think like, you know, there's probably like 16,000 people there laying in their bed listening to like my music.
Mhm.
How can you like expect
Yeah.
more?
Yeah. And like I say this, bro, because like there's days where I'm just like I don't see it, you know, and it's like there's days where I just overlook it, and then like God snaps me. He's like, bro, like what do you mean, bro? Look at what I did, you know, and like one of my friends, Matthew, we were talking to him yesterday, and he's done so much in his life this year, like specifically 6 months basically, like God has done so much with his life. And the year's ending, right? Like in a few weeks, 2 weeks or something like that. And he's like, man, God, thank you so much for everything. He was in a time of prayer, and he was thanking God, and then God was like, oh, you think that was it? You know, it's like, and something great happened to him recently. You know, it's like, you know, like God has no limits. You know, like, and I think like I'm like, oh, this is all the best I'm gonna get, and God's like, really, bro, like that low, 16,000. You know, it's like it's kind of like all like you're being like ungrateful, but it's like God's like, bro, 16,000 is nothing. Like I could do so much more with you. You know, it's like, and it's like anyone hearing this, like, if you're willing and to be used, like He'll use you, you know, for His glory, and it's like, you know, it's crazy. It's wild.
So what is it? What is your like? What's on your album cover? Like, what is the color scheme you decided on for that?
So.
You haven't decided yet?
No, I do. I'll just show you like the colors, but 'cause I can't. Let's see.
I'll look away from your recent
Nah,
photos.
you're good. I don't got nothing crazy. So I'm still deciding, but I think this is gonna be like the art. This is gonna be the merch.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is purple, and it's like the white background too with that.
Yeah, and then like.
Oh, that's gonna be like the front or the.
Yeah, I'm thinking it either that or that as the art, but I mean, you know, like that type of like.
Yeah,
you know, like,
I mean, because it's called Hear the Heavens, so
Yeah.
you kind of feel like there has to be like this reaching out,
yeah,
this
for
reaching
sure.
out aspect. That's freaking cool, dude. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
I'm
Honestly,
excited
I'm
too.
excited because I actually like when I listened. The first time I listened to your music, even when you showed it to me, maybe you don't remember,
Yeah.
but I remember it and being like, oh, dude, like, because I know
Was it a purple album cover?
the one that you showed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I hate that. I hate that body of work, bro. But like, some of my friends, like, they're like.
That's the one with the hat, where you had the hat. I think was there one?
I think it was a beanie.
A beanie.
Yeah.
Beanie.
I think I still have it here.
I remember that. Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, bro.
That
I
is it,
hate
yeah.
it, bro. I hate it.
You added that to my phone, and I was like, oh, it's pretty.
Yeah,
it's pretty
bro.
good.
Yeah.
But I think you did take a step up.
Yeah.
I can say that.
Oh, for sure.
I can
for
say
sure, bro. And yeah, bro. But yeah. It was cool.
Did you have was it you or was it 350 that had the feature on David's album when it came out?
Yeah, my brother. Yeah, 350.
It was him.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was doing when I was talking to you. I think he was recording that.
Oh
or
no
something.
way. That's cool.
think that's why I remember it when I heard the album, BB's album. I was like, oh yeah, I talked to that guy when that was happening.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you want to say anything to the good people on the YouTubes, you can.
What is this podcast called?
Undertones.
Undertones. Shout out Undertones. Shout out my boy. Thank you for having me, bro. I appreciate it. It's like for real, it's like an honor. Like I don't know why you want to talk to me, but
Bro, you're what? We just had a really good conversation.
I know, but it's like I don't know why anybody wants to talk. You know, it's like, but it was an honor to be here, bro. Like
Just humble, just a humble
Nah,
guy.
bro. Bro, like people say that, like I'm super humble, bro. But like again, like the mind's very deceiving. So like, there's thoughts where not, like it's not humble, you know. But yeah, like I was reading right now earlier, like about humble, like to like submit yourself and stuff. But yeah,
It's the flesh, man. The
yeah,
flesh.
the flesh is so bad, bro. Yeah, it's so bad. But yeah, it was an honor to be here, bro. And you know, if you're willing to be used, like, be willing, bro, because he'll take you far beyond like what you want, you know. And yeah, God is good.
And this is the season finale, so hopefully we catch you for a season 2. If we
Oh,
do,
hell yeah. Let's do it.
maybe I can bring.
Dude, we should do a group.
We should do a
thing.
group.
Oh,
That's
let's
literally
go.
what I was gonna say. I was like, it would be cool to have like I don't know, as many people as possible.
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, dude,
As
even
many
like
people.
me, Miggy, and BB, bro. Like we're all like good friends.
And
like,
Sam.
Oh,
and Sam
nah,
could
not
be
Sam,
behind
not
the
Sam.
camera.
Nah, yeah, that'd be hard. That'd be super cool.
Dude, yeah, I'll hit you up. But thanks, guys. I appreciate everybody that's watching the episode. I'll see you guys later.
Let's do it.